Yo, what's up guys? Elfuse on here, and today we are going to make a special video that I was not planning to make it or to cover these games. In fact, with the PU Swiss tournament is currently going on Smogon, and I ended up doing a pretty decent run so far, and I was like, okay, yeah, why not give it a shot and make a little bit of commentary on these games. Especially this week, we are into round five. PU Swiss is a tournament that has multiple weeks depending on the amount of signups that you have in it. So this tournament will be 7 weeks, and we are in round five right now. So you always go till the end of these 7 weeks, and you always face someone that has the same record as you. So let's say you win the first week. On week two, you will face someone that also won in the first week, and if you lost, you will face someone that lost as well, and so on. So basically, why I decided to start it this week, I had a pretty interesting matchup that happened during this video trip. I was facing my good friend Sharow, which is a French mate, and we ended up we were 4-0 both. So the winner goes into the semifinal. So it will be really interesting, and you will see in the first game that's why I wanted to make a little bit of commentary and description about how I was able to manage the stall team that Sharow bring against me. And yep, so let's just jump right into the games. So here we go for the G1. As I said earlier, Sharow is bringing a stall team. Um, so you have very bulky Pokemon. You have Quagsire Unaware, which is pretty staple in stall team. Odino, which will be the Healing Wish, the Wish Passer. You got Tangela that is the physical wall, and also the Knocker. You got Eldegoss, that is the spinner, and also has access to aromatherapy. And you got the Colossal, which has the Stealth Rock plus also Rapid Spin as well. And Articuno is the special wall that also has access to Toxic and Ace to cripple down the special attacker. On my side, I bring in very interesting team that I was able to find somewhere. I can't remember it. Shout out to the person that built it, and it's based around Scarf Gorgeous. You have the Heavy Duty Boots Cider, pretty standard, and you have the Choice Specs Analytic Magneton, which will be pretty insane in that game. It's very interesting how it can be really effective against stall team. You have the Gore Border, which recently dropped into PU, so it's nice to see another poison other than Weezing being used. You have the Wishy Washy, which is the Restox called U-Turn set, and it's pretty good to keep momentum. And finally, you got the Regirock, that is the rocker plus just a physical wall around it. So we'll jump right into the game. So here I'm gonna be leading with the Gorgeous, because my plan is to as soon as possible cripple one of these Pokemon, because in fact when you face a stall team, the most important thing to know is that a stall team requires most of the time five or six Pokemon. So when you are able to remove one of these parts, the team just fell apart, and it's really easy to after it just move around and take advantage, because all of the Pokemon are passive, but because there are six, they are able to cover every threats and every possibilities that you can have in your team. So it's really important to, as soon as possible, remove one of them, and since I am a gorgeous small scarf, I'm able to trick right off the bat to the Tangela. I don't mind getting the knockoff, which is pretty fine. I'm gonna poltergeist it just to cover any switch. They're gonna knock off me. They are gonna stay in. Sorry, into the knockoff. I'm getting good damage on Tangela, which doesn't really matter since it has the regenerator. So on Gore Border, it's pretty standard. I'm going to get the Toxic Spike. So here, Toxic Spike is valuable just if I'm able to knock off with my Scyther the opposing Pokemon, because we will see that Quag has boots, Harino has boots, Eldegoss has boots, Coalossal has boots, Tangela Tangela doesn't have boots, but um, it will be it doesn't want to come anyway. So and Articuno is not touched by spikes. So here I'm gonna stay in Stumping Tantrum the Coalossal at the rocks. I'm gonna go to the second one, and they are gonna rest. It's pretty unfortunate, but you can see it coming. I'm gonna pivot into my Wishy-Washy, which will be the Quagsire dedicated switching. I don't care if I get toxic because I have rest off, so it's going to be it's going to be easy to pivot all the way into the game. So I'm gonna double into my Scyther, predicting the Audino. I wanted to get knockoff on it, but it's fine. I'm gonna get the knockoff into Coalossal and I get a little bit lucky because they're gonna Sleep Talk rest. I think twice, if I'm correct. Oh yeah, no, they got Stealth Rock. So I'm able to pivot for a second time. Yep, and we are going back to Gorgeous to put the pressure on, but my Gorgeous is slowly but surely getting worn down. I'm able to predict the sorry, I wanted to predict at that point the the Audino coming on a Poltergeist or something like this. I'm gonna pivot to my Garbodor to take the knockoff again, just getting racking damage onto the Tangela. I'm gonna pivot again into my Washy-Washy, predicting a Quagsire, and I think at that point I just call or no rest. Okay, so excellent. They're gonna reveal the EQ, which is fine. I'm gonna Scald, get good damage on Quag. So he also some people want to go for the full physical Wishy-Washy set. I really prefer the mixed one, just because it's able to at the same time cripple down the wall like Quagsire that can be really annoying for balance team, and also you get the momentum on your turn that you don't really want to do damage. You just want to be able to pivot. So we're going to see the Sleep Talk. I get Scald again. I think at that point I just wanted to burn and also waste PP of recover, which is fine. We're gonna spam. At that point they are gonna switch. I'm gonna get the Audino, the burn, but it doesn't matter since they will Eel Bail at some point. So I'm gonna U-turn, get the momentum back. I go to Ridge Rock. I can shoot a big body press because no one is gonna appreciate it. So 48%. I'm gonna stay in predicting the Aromatherapy or the Rapid Spin and get a good chunk onto the Eldegoss, almost dead, but it has a Regenerator, so it doesn't really matter. I was tempted to predict the Giga Drain, but unfortunately it didn't work. And the Sharow may make a really good play here, so I was going to sorry to try to knock the boots of Quagsire, and they pivot into Tangela to take the knock and remove the Choice Scarf, which is well played from them. But you can see that slowly but surely I'm able to cripple down the opposing Pokemon. So I make progress slowly but surely. I make progress, and on my side too, I take damage, but that's not too bad. So Colossal lost their boots. Eligos is really low in HP. Tangela has lost its Violet, and Quagsire is also low, so that's good. So here, obviously, they are not gonna stay in. I'm gonna U-turn. I think, yeah. Okay, that's good. I'm pretty. I don't think that they are Flash Fire. They must be Flame Body. So I think I got pretty lucky with the no Flame Body on the Cider. So I'm not gonna complain, of course. So Wishy Washy comes in. Excellent. It's a free U-turn. I can go back to Regirock and press the body press pretty decent, pretty easily. So here we're going to crit, doesn't matter since it was a 2 HKO, and I, I, at that point I thought I thought Quag would be faster than me, so I was really surprised that that I outsped it, and also I was expecting him to recover, so I wanted to toxic and after to try to spam the body press to get it really low and also deny the entry of something else. So I could have get the game done much more faster, but well, that's fine. So here, I'm gonna body press to force it to because I know that it will recover. It can't do anything else. At that point, I didn't want to get toxic, so I moved on to Wishy Washy. They make a good play going to Tangela. I'm gonna read a double or maybe a knock and go to and go for the U-turn, and a Magneton comes in. And now you see that I didn't bring Magneton for the entire game, and we are turn 36. So now Magneton has a really open path. So the only things that can comes in is Audino, and you will see that Choice Specs and Validate is gonna do a lot of damage. So it forced Audino to take a lot of damage and to also Wish Protect or something. And now they are going to double to Hardicanove, predicting, I assume, maybe Regirock. But I don't know why, honestly. Maybe they didn't consider the analytic, to be honest. They probably thought I was Magnet Pool and didn't count. So Articuno is going to go down, and that's pretty good for me. So one Pokemon is already down, and we are going to see a good play from him. So he knows that he's out of range of body press, and that I don't get anything positive or progress from body pressing the Audino at that point. And I go for the rocks to be sure that Colossal is gonna get pretty low when it will come back. So they are gonna protect, I think, to scout for the body press, which is fine. I'm gonna double body press here. I'll go to Garbodor to because I have Flame Split on this one, so I can somehow manage this Harino. Unfortunately, I missed, but that's not the end of the world. I'm gonna stand Stomping Tantrum to deny the entry of Colossal, which is the most important thing for me. They are gonna pivot to Eligos, in fact. So I'm gonna go back one turn. So here, okay. So wait, sorry. Okay, so here we have the entry of Quagsire. So my plan when I'm Garbodor versus Quag is to go into Wishy Washy. I was considering the double, of course, to Eligos, but what I was concerned is that somehow, for some reason, Wishy Washy gets to HKO by EQ plus Rocks. I didn't want it to happen because Wishy Washy is very important to me in my game plan. So I'm able to go to get them a mid ground, and because I was expecting an EQ, so Cider was fine. Quagsire will never toxic into either Garbodor or Wishy Washy with Restock. So the the EQ was very probably, and also for some reason it wasn't intended, but it covered the Eldego's switching as well. So we're going to see Eldeco switching in. It's going to go back to the to I thought they would try to get the Colossal in and trying to burn me, but it didn't happen. They are going back to Quagsire. That's fine. So here I'm gonna paint split, trying to PP stall the Quag, but it doesn't work. I'm gonna go back to Cider, which is fine, and there I get the stay in, and I'm able to remove the Eldego's, because in fact what was happening here is that Quag was at 76, so it cannot comes on 2 dual wing beat plus toxic damage. Audino doesn't appreciate it as well. Tangela not, Eldego's not, and Colossal was going to take rocks plus toxic damage, which will be at like 22%, plus the cider damage of dual wing beat, which would be like maybe 15% or something, because it's probably very is it defensive, especially defensive, probably especially defensive, but anyway, it was not a switching as well, so I'm able to just go raw for the dual wing beat. Of course, the crit didn't play because it was doing 140% of Eldego's life. So we're going to continue. I'm able to remove the boots on Audino, which is really important because I want this thing to be toxic. I miss the dual wing beat, which is pretty unfortunate because I think it was a KO, but that's fine. I can't complain. I think I didn't got any burn on the Colossal, which is very fortunate for me. So we're going to see the Scald going for me. I think I just go straight to Magneton on the Giga Drain. Excellent. And Magneton is gonna take another KO at that point, killing the Tangela. Excellent. So I'm going back to Scyther, predicting the EQ. And after it, I'm gonna spam the roost because I want to get Quag pretty low. I don't get burned, which is very fortunate for me. Not only it's toxic, but that's for the missed dual wing beat, and they are gonna forfeit. So pretty clean game, I think, on my part. I was able to, like I said, remove one piece of this 6-part puzzle to be able to cripple down them, and slowly but surely I make progress every turn. Nothing really major, but I make progress every turn, so I am able to, in the end, in the long run, get the dub. So we'll go to the second game of this best of 3. So in the next game, the best of 3, we have a very more offensive team from Sharow. It's pretty standard in the structure. You have the mental orb, Shuckle with sticky web and stealth rock. You have the encore and I think final gambit in the last spot, or toxic, something like this. You have the terrain setter Twalky, plus the grassy seed, CM Calm Mind with the simple ability Swoobat, which is very, very dangerous if you don't have anything that outspeed. After it, you have the Silvally Ghost that is there to block the rapid spin, and you have the Fallings that is there with the Defiant ability to prevent from defog. And as well, you have the Abomasnow, which is pretty interesting because it gets access to Grassy Glide with the terrain boosted from Twalky. It gives it the priority, and with the Sword Dance plus Life Orb, it's doing pretty decent damage. So on my side, what I have is I have the Assault Vest Galad, which is pretty interesting in some matchups, but here we don't see it doing doing too much stuff. I have the Silvally Fairy that is going to be pretty important for me to manage the fallings. I have the Agron with Match that is going to be there to manage the Swoobat. I have the Lantern that will be like very bad in this game. Scyther is very interesting. It can check pretty easily Twalkie, and also somehow the Abomasnow non-boosted, and Eldegoss is going to be pretty useless. So we'll jump right into the game. I'm gonna lead with my Agron to set up my rocks because I know that I can't deny the entry of Azard, so that's fine. I'm going to remove the Shuckle. I was I miscalled. I didn't want to miss the Head Smash, but that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna pivot right into Silvally because I know that Agron cannot do anything really decent to Fallings, so I didn't want to waste turns and putting my Silvally Fairy right off the bat. So the no retreat is coming. Now we're gonna Zen and Butt and get a flinch, which is pretty unfortunate, but it's okay since they missed the second one, which is fair at that point. I'm okay because I get the kill on Fallings. Twaki is coming in. I can't really go anywhere. Sorry, other than just attacking. I don't know why they decided to SD there because my Silvally cannot comes back into the game if rocks are not out, and they have a Silvally Ghost, so Eldegoss will never be able to beat Silvally Ghost and be able to spin. So I'm fine with it. I'm able to get really good damage on Twaki, so they are gonna kill me. That's fine. I'm going to Scyther to get the revenge kill, and they're doing very little damage. Get the knockoff with the Torrent Extender, and now comes in the Swoobat with the Grassy Seed. So this thing is really dangerous. So with the CM up, they'll be at +2 defense, +2 special attack, and +2 special defense. And on my side with the Cider, I don't have any priority in the back, so I'm able to hit the dual wing beat to do really decent damage. So 30, perfect. And I don't have any switch in, so I need to just to lose my Scyther, which was it the right thing? Maybe not, but I wanted to have a safe switch in into the Agron, but I was like, I don't think that they have. Sorry, I wasn't sure that they had Roost at that point, but in retrospect, I think the play was to get to Agron because at Smash to Swoobat, even if they Roost, they lose their flying type. It's gonna do a ton of damage, unless the Lantern is going to Toxic on the Roost, because that was my only plan. I think I was able to at that range. I live one hit from +6 +6 storage power, and I wanted to make sure that this thing is on a timer. So unfortunately, they get the right play, and they are gonna CM on my protect, which is a good play from him. I'm going to sack my Gallade at that point because it's no longer usable. They're gonna get another good predict from Sharow, which is to Roost on my second protect. Good play from them. And at that point, it's looking really rough for me. I need to sack my Eldegoss and Agron, which will not be able to beat both Abomasnow and Silvally Ghost. So G2 goes to Sharow, which was a very straightforward game. When it turns pretty quick, and yeah, let's jump right into G3. So here we have G3. So the plan from Sharow side is clearly a rain offensive team based around Dreadnought, Life Orb. You got Ludicolo, Life Orb. Sorry, no, Dreadnought is not Life Orb, but Ludicolo is you got Quillfish, Heavy Duty Boots, you got the lead Mesprit with Demproc, Rain Dance plus Healing Wish, and also with the rocks, you got the Rain Dance also setter Laponi with Healing Wish, and finally you got the if I remember correctly, it's Silvally Fairy. Yeah, with a little surprise that that caught me off guard. So we'll jump right into the game. So my gun plan, on my side is Choiceman Twaki with defensive Trotigon with Glare, Gongshot, Earthquake, and Stealth Rock. You got the Grassy Seed in Munley, which will be really interesting in that matchup because it outspeeds everybody on the team. Even with the Rain Dance, since I'm jolly with the unburdened Grassy Seed, so I will be outspeeding everybody there. You also have the interesting set of Cofagrigus with the Grassy Seed, CM, Body Press, Shadow Ball, and Magical. So I will use my Cofagrigus as a lead to lure the Stealth Rock from Misprit and get to my advantage. You got the Ridge Rock that is standard, as I already said, and you got the utility Whimsicott with Memento, Giga Drain, Moonblast, and Defog, I think. So starting it, as I said, I'm going to Cofagrigus, reading the rocks, I'm going to Magical. I could have spammed Magical, but I was like, okay, let's start CMing up and forcing it to kill me. And I was like, okay, I think one is able to kill. Unfortunately, it was more bulky than I expected, and I read the Memento well, and I'm able to CM twice. So Dreadnought isn't able to kill me with the rain boost. I'm able to remove one of the Rain Dance Sweeper, which is very good. It was not the most dangerous of them because Twaki kills probably 3 Dreadnought in one shot. So Coldfish is gonna get the second kill, which is fine. I'm going to go directly on my Drotigun to scare with the EQ, and I read the Silvally Fairy in the back because it was not obvious, but I was like, okay, if it attacks me, it will get the Rock Helmet plus the Rough Skin chip, and I also scared them with EQ, and I wanted to know what was the Silvally type. So here, I think I miss. Is it possible or no? Okay. So yeah, they make a good predict. So I didn't want to be one shot by a Silvally Fairy, and I go to my Ridge Rock. They are going to rate it really well, and they are going to go to Ludicolo and spam whatever. So here we see that. I'm going to pivot to my Whimsicott because it can take one hit, and I'm going to Memento right off the bat. With Memento, I'm able to bring my Twaki in and start doing the Twaki Fest. So Grassy Glide, this crit didn't matter at all. So after you got the Loponi that will be able to fake out. And so one interesting thing that we need to note is that if you remember on the very first turns of the game, Mesprit did the Healing Wish, and this Healing Wish is going to get in effect right now. I was like, oops, oops, that's dangerous. This new mechanic is very interesting, and hopefully I go back to Ridge Rock, and Ridge Rock is bulky, very bulky, and wow, that wasn't expected. So the Grass Pledge from Silvally Fairy is doing very good damage to Ridge Rock, but since I was choice then and not Terran Extender, the Grass Pledge will not be boosted twice, so I'm able to live the next one and get a nice roll on Silvally with the with the Rock Blast and just put it in range of Twaki Grass Glide. So I think with Grass Glide I do like maybe 50% or something. And now we arrive in a tricky situation. I need to avoid um, Ridge Rock being in front of Lopunny. I need it to be Twaki, Twaki versus Lopunny. So I need to find a way uh, to be killed. So they are gonna toxic spike, and I didn't want it to be killed, so I'm gonna force the kill from them, and they are gonna read it. So Twaki is gonna go down. I'm going to pivot to my Hitmonlee with a Grassy Seed, knock off the Quillfish. They are going to fake out with the Lopunny, which is fine. And after, the question is, can Hitmonlee kill Silvally Fairy? So we'll see. Silvally Fairy comes in, it takes the rocks, it's going down to 25% or so, and Hitmonlee with close combat will be able to kill the Silvally Fairy. And that's gonna be the game. And so a pretty interesting BO3. So really it was very fun to play against Sharow. Really interesting matchup. And yeah, so I'm moving on to 5-0 in this Swiss tournament. As I said earlier in the video, it will be the semi-final next week. And I'll just see. Yeah, so I'll go to the standings and show you who will be my possible opponents. Okay, so here we have the standings. I was here in the round 5 matchups versus Sharow. I move on to the 5-0 pairings, and so far Squash, which is another friends that won is matches versus Wingless. Squash is the fall seasonal winner that happened in 2021, which is very impressive from him. I hope that, that I don't fall versus him. And the two other matches didn't happen yet. Nat had I think Nat had an extension, so it will probably happen during the weekend. And so I'll be covering the semifinal matches for you. And yeah, so if you liked this video, just leave a like and also comments and subscribe if it wasn't already the case. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care and goodbye. Oh, just before, yeah, I was almost forgetting. And for those who were not aware, the LC Open round 8 matches that I was planning to play during the weekend. My opponent wasn't able to be present due to IRL stuff. So we asked for an extension, and unfortunately, as well, when Wednesday we were supposed to play, my opponent didn't feel well, and they were like, okay, so just take the win. And so yeah, I did an activity win at the round 8 of the LC Open, and I move on to the round 9. I'll be playing against Freeze Eye. Freeze Eye is the is the guy that made this LC Open the biggest smoke gun tournament ever. So it's also a very talented LC player. It's probably is it the best remaining player? It's questionable, but surely it's like in the top 2, top 3 at the worst. So we are currently in round 9 with the 12 left people. So I'll be playing on Sunday versus Freeze Eye, and I'm really excited to show you these games. I'll be covering them live if everything happens correctly. And yeah, so that's right for that time. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and see you guys in the next time.